Hi, this is Mike Crow here with the inspector community. You know, one of the things that I hear inspectors all the time ask is, how can I increase my revenue with my inspection business? And there are actually only three ways to increase your revenue. And I kind of want to give you some of those thoughts. Now, I'm here at a conference in Georgia, and I'm having a great time with a lot of folks. And kind of honestly, this question came up along with a bunch of other questions, and I've tried to give you some on some other videos. But there's only three ways to increase your revenue. One is to go get more clients, and you want to try to be able to have it so you get more phone calls and be able to schedule more inspections on those phone calls. And we talked about that in some of the other videos that I've done. And it's very simple. One is, of course, you want to always try to answer the phone. And the other is that you need to have some kind of marketing out there with brochures or and people referring you business so that the phone calls, the phone will ring more. So the first way to get more business is to actually have more clients work with you. The second way is absolutely the easiest and my favorite way for inspectors to make more money. And that is basically to make more money per inspection. Now, there's a couple of ways to do that. One, of course, is you can raise your prices. And one of the points I'll talk about the two key performance indicators that we have discovered that you need to take a look at. And when those key performance indicators trigger or hit a tripwire, you need to automatically raise your prices. It's very simple, it's very straightforward, and we want to try to make sure that you have that working for you as well as everything else. The other thing is to add on additional services. See, the average home inspector out there does just home inspections, but more and more you'll see home inspectors actually also do the lawn irrigation systems, which we call sprinkler systems because that's what the buyers and the agents call them. And then they do swimming pool inspections and termite inspections and radon inspections and septic inspections and gas line leak test inspections. All of those allow you to be able to charge a little bit more for the inspection. Some people use infrared cameras, and some people do it for free, and some people charge extra for it. And either way, that's great. Maybe it gets you more inspections, which kind of goes back to the first one, getting more clients or getting more people to work with you. And then the second one, of course, is that you can actually charge for it. And I have a whole pricing strategy on the infrared cameras that I teach my guys on top of all that. But the bottom line is, to make more money per inspection is the second way to increase your revenue. Now, the third way is something that it's a little bit tougher for inspectors. And so let's say you're a restaurant. So one of the ways would be is to get the people to come back and use you on a more frequent basis, to eat at your restaurant on a more frequent basis. Well, once you've done a home inspection for a home buyer, the chances of them coming back on a more frequent basis and working with you is not quite as likely. However, when you understand what I teach about mavens and maven-driven marketing, you understand that there are people that can refer business to you, about 15 different groups of mavens that can refer business to you. We want to try to make it so that they're not referring just one buyer to you a year. We want to try to make it so that they're referring 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 buyers for you per year. And look, the average agent should be able to send you about 5 home buyers to work with you per year. Now, our best agents send us 60 plus home buyers per year that we do inspections for. And so that works out really well along those lines, and it's very simple. And some agents, by the way, use us once and once only. And maybe it's because of us, maybe it's because of our company, but maybe it's because that's all they had was one home buyer that year. A lot of times we think agents are really busy out there, and truth is they're not as busy as you might think that they are. So the third way is to get your mavens to more frequently refer your business. And here's what you may or may not know, especially if you're a single man operation. You will find out that the agent wants to give out 3 names. And I asked one agent once why they do that, and they said, well, because I never know if John is going to be so busy that I have to make sure I have Bob available and I have Ed available. So they have 3 people they recommend because they're hoping that the buyer will find one of those 3 that she likes available. So you may think that the agents aren't using you or aren't referring you, just you, because of something you've done. Truth is, a lot of cases, that's not it at all. They're worried about the fact that you may get too busy. And by the way, we answered the question, how's business, and you never want to tell people you're really busy because it makes them not want to refer you as much. Now, as soon as you start hiring other inspectors and growing what could be a multi-inspector firm, you want to try to make sure that you have the capacity that you never get too busy. And that's something we can talk about at another time. But the fun thing for our company is that they know that we are always there, always available, and we have capacity all the time. So guess what? They don't have to recommend 3 other companies. They can go, ooh, I understand you're even in a hurry. You definitely want to call this company then. Before you know it, they're calling us. And even 60% of the days that we schedule a same-day home inspection because people are trying to get it done as quickly as possible. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's part of my speed and accuracy. And you know what? I'll teach that in another video segment. So this is Mike Crow with the Inspector Community. I just want to try to help you be successful and be around those that are successful. And one of the things is that the more money you make, the more people you can help. And I will tell you, you play at a higher level, we all do, by the way, when you're hanging around people that are successful. So let's get that done. And you know what? Let's figure out how to make sure you make more money per inspection. Again, Mike Crow with the Inspector Community. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.